Welcome back to NerdServ, everyone. Today I'm going to be giving you 4 tips you can use to make your Windows 10 PC experience a little bit easier. And if you stick around till the end, I have one bonus tip I want to share with you too. So let's begin. Okay, so tip number 1 is something that's pretty simple, but everyone should know about. It's this search bar right at the bottom left here of the taskbar. Now, if you're trying to search for anything on your computer, anything at all you have to do is click on this and type in the name and it should pop up. It also shows your top apps here, quick searches here, and suggested stuff right here. But I'm going to give you an example by searching for something. Let's say Spotify's on our computer, but we don't know where it is. So I'm just going to type in Spotify. Now, as you can see, under Best Match, it popped up. And as you can see over here on the right, you can open it, run it as an administrator, open file location, you can pin it to the start menu, pin it to the taskbar, or uninstall it. But let's try to search for something a little harder to find. Let's say you want to find your device manager. So we're going to type into the search bar, device manager. And as you can see, it popped up under Best Match. And as you can see, we can open it over here or just click on it, and it will open our device manager. So as you can see, the search bar is a very powerful tool that can help you find anything on your PC. And it's something that everybody should know how to do. But let's get on to the next tip. Tip number 2 is the secret start menu. Now this is something I didn't even know about, and it's very simple to do. Everybody knows the start menu at the bottom left here. Give it a left click and it pops up. But there's also a secret start menu. Instead of left clicking on the start menu, I'm going to give it a right click. And it's going to bring up the secret start menu. As you can see, it's more simplified and compact. You have apps and features, power options, system, device manager, as we were just looking for. You have disk management, computer management, command prompt administrator. You can even get to the task manager, settings. You can find search and run. You can even shut down or sign out and go back to the desktop. So like I said, I didn't even know about that for a while, but it's a really cool secret little hidden menu you can find on your Windows 10 PC. And all you have to do is right click on the start menu. But let's go to the next tip now. Tip number 3 is the run menu. But instead of searching for it, it's just going to run it and open it right away. And we can use the search menu to get to the run menu by just typing in run to the search menu. And it'll pop up under Best Match. But there is another way to get to it too, a keyboard shortcut. So I'm going to do that for you. Okay, so all you have to do is hit the Windows key plus the R key, and it will instantly bring up the run command in the bottom left here. And as you can see, I already have something typed in. I think it'll keep the last thing you put in there, and you can click on this arrow here to see the other things you searched for. Now the thing with the run command is you can't just type in the name of the application you're trying to open. You'll have to type in an abbreviation of it. Like Disk Defragmenter is the one in. It's DFRGUI. So you'd have to type that in, and then when it's typed in, hit OK or hit Enter, and it will instantly bring up the Disk Defragmenter. But let's try to run another one. Let's hit the Windows key R again, and let's go to this little arrow here. And as you can see, we're going to open the Task Manager. So if you want to open the Task Manager, you have to type in Task MGR. That's an abbreviation for Task Manager. And then hit Enter. And the Task Manager will pop up. So the run command can be very useful to instantly run a program, but you will have to probably know the abbreviation of how to run it, which is its downside. But let's go to tip number 4. Now tip number 4 is the Task Manager. And we know how to bring that up, don't we? Windows R, Task Manager is already in there, Enter, and here it is. But there is one other way you can open it. It's the way I always remember, because if your game crashes and you can't get out of it, the shortcut is Control-Alt-Delete, all pressed at the same time. Now my screen recorder won't show it, but just hit Control-Alt-Delete and then click on Task Manager, and it should bring it up and get you out of whatever crash program you are in. Hopefully. Of course, there are rare cases where it might not. And then I'm going to show you how to get rid of the program that is crashed. So let's do that. So I've opened Spotify now, and I'm going to minimize it. So I'm going to minimize it. It's down here at the bottom, you can see. And let's pretend like it crashed, and I need to close it. So all you have to do is find it in the apps part here. You can see Spotify 32-bit. All you have to do is click on it. And once you have it selected, you go to the bottom right down here and click on End Task. And this will end the task that you have selected. As you can see, Spotify is gone. So you can use this to end almost any program that has crashed or isn't working or responding. Of course, again, there are rare cases where it might not work because computers are very finicky with stuff, and I've had many problems before, but this is a very good way that should work most of the time. And as you can see, there are background processes too. And you can close any of these two just by clicking on these and clicking on End Task. Now the background processes are different, and I would definitely look into what you are closing before you close any of these. But if there is stuff in the background you don't want, you can end them through this menu here too. But now let's go to my final bonus tip I have. Okay, so the final tip has to do with you having a lot of clutter on your screen. So give me 1 sec and I'll make my screen cluttered. Okay, now my screen is a mess. And as you can see, there's a reason why I kept Task Manager open. But let's say you're working with a lot of windows. You have a lot of crap open and you want to get back to the desktop. You don't want to minimize everything. You don't want to close everything. One easy tip is to go to the bottom right of your computer screen or taskbar. Right down here. And as you can see, everything will start to disappear. All you have to do is click on this area here, and it will instantly take you back to the desktop and minimize everything. But everything is still up, as you can see, and you just click it again and it will all instantly pop up. Yeah! So again, this is something I actually didn't know about and just learned recently, but it's really cool if you're working on a lot of things and have a lot of clutter up and just want to get straight back to the desktop. It's 1 click there, 1 click back. But that about does it for my bonus tip. Okay, and there was 5 tips you can use on your Windows 10 PC to make your life a little easier. So thank you all for watching as always. I hope you learned something and liked the video, and if it helped you out, please hit that like button and subscribe for more content in the future. All you nerds, take care out there. I'll see you next time on NerdServ.